What's up, guys? Alright, today this is part 2 on how to tie in a peep. Like I said in the first part, if you haven't watched it, there are many ways to tie in a peep sight. This one is more, I'd say, semi-permanent. I tinker quite a bit, especially switching between a handheld or a wrist strap. Most guys do. This is a good way to tie it in. If you're new to archery, you're working on anchor points, you're playing with a hinge, playing with a different thumb button, playing with whatever. This is still a good permanent way to tie it in, but this will also give your peep a little bit of play, moving it up and down. That way, when you're shooting longer range, you might want to move that peep down slightly or whatever. This is a good way to do that. So, another good way to tie in a peep. I have 3 pieces of serving. One's blue, a couple are pink, just to kind of show you all the difference. The pink ones are going to be a little bit longer. You'll see why in a minute. The blue one's a little bit shorter, about 8 to 10 inches or so. So once I have the peep where it needs to be here, I'm going to come around and go right through the middle section of the peep here. All these peeps have a natural cutout section where the serving should lay. So I'll go underneath, sit there, and then I'm just going to do a couple times, just going through there, making just kind of like a little soft knot kind of deal. And then I'll pull that snug. Now with my tag ends now, I will go underneath and do it a couple times as well. 1, 2, and that'll just cinch itself on top of each other. Kind of the same way you would if you're tying in an offset. Get that good and tight. And then come back up top, 1, 2, and pull through. So basically all I'm doing is doing a couple wraps where that knot will sit on top of each other and kind of cinch itself down and go from there. So on that, that's done. Now this peep can still slide up and down, have a full range of motion, but I'll show you what the other 2 pieces of serving's for. We'll kind of button them in to hold in this peep, just like so. But I'll go ahead and burn off this excess. So again, when I'm burning something, I'm going to keep the flame always away from the string. I want the flame going up. I never want to hold the flame underneath the string going up because it'll then burn it. Always grab what you're burning, flame up, just keep it away from the string. I'll burn it down to about 1/4 of an inch, and then I will turn the string and the part I'm burning up so that flame is never going anywhere near the string. There's that side. Try to do it where y'all can see it. There's that. And be mindful of your breathing. Again, you breathe down on that string, that flame could lap and go down. So, all right, that part is tied in. Now I'm basically just going to serve in a couple spaces here to hold that peep in place. So just like any other simple kind of serving, this is about 10 to 12 inches worth of serving. I'm just going to come up through the middle, pinch it in between the string like that. And then always serving up towards the peep, working my way from D-loop to peep sight direction. So working up. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'll cinch that down pretty good. And then I'll take my tag in, lay it down towards the D-loop, and I'm still serving towards the peep. I'm just serving this tag in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to pull that snug. And then, just like I would if I'm serving anything else in, I'm going to act like I'm going across, and then I'm going to make my loop here. So you can see my loop, back side of the string. And then now I'm going to do some wraps and work my way back towards the peep sight, towards the D-loop, working down to serve it in. So I have my loop here, and then I'm going to go through that loop. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I will lay this tag end right down. I'll lay it right down here on the bottom of where I was serving it in on the lower portion of the peep. Hold it there, and then I'm just going to take this loop that I've made and basically just serve that in. Just simple servings to serve in that material till I come all the way around. I have my loop. I have my tag in. I'm gonna slowly pull that tag in. The loop's gonna get smaller until it gets right up to it. And then pull it snug. All right. Now I can burn these two off. Get that out of the way. These two are on the same side. Some guys like to burn them both, but if one gets away from you, it can move. I just don't like taking a chance. I mean, there's no need. Strings are expensive. Just do it one at a time. Turn that up, flame up, there, and then I'll turn it some more. Get that second one. Flame up. I'm never holding underneath where it can lap up and go from there. So now I'm going to do this top part. If you have a vise, I come around to this other side just so it's the same motion. And I'll go here. I'm going to flip this camera to where you're getting the angle like you're doing it yourself. All right, flip the camera around. Now it's just like I'm wearing it on my chest, kind of the point of view here. Same thing, I'm going to put that in between the string. Now, since I've come to the other side, I'm on the quiver side of the bow if it's a right-handed bow. I'm on this back side. I'm now going to start serving everything towards the D loop. Before, we would serve up to the peep. Since I'm on the opposite side of the string, I'm going to work my way back this way. And then I'm just going to do the same number of reps. 3, 4, 5. Cinch it down. And then tag in, I'm going to lay over because I'm serving that part in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And pull it snug. Notice how this peep is like naturally staying straight. This is also a good reason for that. For this peep, you don't have too many twists going on. It's just basically holding that peep perfectly in place. So in order to serve that in, I've gone 10 times total. I'm going to act like I'm going back over, but then I'm creating my loop. Holding it between my thumb and my middle finger on my left hand, I've created a loop right here. Servings on the back side of the string. Now I'm going to do my wraps, but I'm going to go to the right on the loop side. So here we go. I'm going to go through there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Working my way back up to this point where am I trying to serve in? I'm working my way back up this direction. I'm going to lay my tag in, have my loop in my left hand, tag in right here. I'm going to lay it on that group, and then I'm just going to serve this in, unwinding that loop I've made. You see all this serving getting lower on this end. It's because I'm serving in my tag in. Now I have just a loop and my tag in. And we pull through, loop gets smaller, we're there. Good and tight. Let's burn it to where we can get it settled. I don't mind getting myself a little bit. I just don't want to burn the string, guys. So, leave this up, flame up. Mindful of your breathing. Good. Turn this guy up. There we go. That is a simple and easy way to tie in a peep. I have to give it a lot of force, guys, in order to slide it down just a little. But this is good if you're tinkering with anchor points. And then I can also push these knots in a little bit tighter. That peep takes a lot of effort if I'm going to move it. So that's just another simple way to tie in a peep, especially if you're a guy that tinkers or want to shoot in a little bit and go shoot further distance. But super clean, super easy, not a lot going on. But that's another way to tie in your peep. Hope y'all got something out of it. If you got any questions, just let us know. Comment below what else you guys want to see, and we appreciate you watching. Thanks, guys.